Okay, so we're going to discuss about the rules of English language Concord. It has so many rules. So first of all, Concord is the agreement in gender, case number, or person between different words that share reference in a sentence. That's what Concord is, an agreement. The gender has to be agreed with, the case number, okay, and different words that share reference in a sentence. Then a sentence traditionally is divided into a subject and a predicate, where the subject is the performer of the action and the predicate refers to the verbs and the other elements that come after it. So that is what we call a subject and a predicate, performer of the action and the receiver of the action. Okay, so that is it. Then we're going to go to this. Say the two parts, subject and predicate, need to agree for a grammatical correct sentence, and that's true. The teacher is teaching, the student is playing. So if you don't agree, the grammar will not be correct. Something like the teacher are teaching, which is not correct. So if the teacher is teaching, so the single, and that goes with what? The singular verb. The simple rule in English language on how agreement is reached between a subject and a predicate is a singular subject takes a singular predicate and a plural subject takes a plural predicate. Example: the boy is here, the boys are here, the boy likes to smoke, then the boy like to smoke. When any other conjunction apart from and is used to link to subject, the verb agrees with the first subject of the sentence. Example of this conjunction are together with, as well as, along with, no less than, including, not mention, in collaboration with. These are the conjunction, okay, that links. Then in those conjunctions, we're going to see the example. Say Janet with her husband, okay, is here now, because it uses that conjunction with. The principal as well as the teacher dash plantain chips, okay, that's the likes, because that's a conjunction, as well as the driver, including you, dash a car each, okay. The example here is we have, having, had. Okay, so have more example. You can do that one from the one we have done so far. The chairman together with the executive is here to see you, okay, because of the conjunction together with. The chairman as well as the wife, okay, are here to see. They are the same thing with that one. Rule number 2. When an is used to join two singular subjects which refer to the same person or things or are titles of the same person, the singular form of the verb is used. Example: the emir and conqueror of the enemy territories dash next week. The emir and the conqueror is the same person, so nothing changed. So we're going to use a, okay, arrives, which is singular verb. Then the pastor and the general overseer of my church, they are same person. The pastor is also the general overseer, so it has to use a singular verb. Okay, then more examples is here. Okay, time and tides, wait for no one. Okay, bow and arrow was used to kill the cat. You see that weights and was used, which is singular. Bread and butter, you cannot eat with bread without what taking, they go together. So in that they take a singular verb, which is. Okay, special food. The novelist and the poet Elechi Amadi is dead. He's a novelist and also a poet. Okay, so note that when the articles they comes before the second item in the subject, it means you are referring to two different persons. Example: the principal and English teacher is kind. It cannot be is because of the article D. The principal and the English teacher, they will go together. Okay, so we are referring to different people. The principal is not the English teacher, so the English teacher is different, the principal is also different. Rule number 3. When two different subjects are linked by the declarative conjunction, either or neither, no, the verb agrees with the subject that is closer to it. This is called the rules of proximity. Okay, the one that is closer, when you use neither or either or, the verbs that is closer, the subject that is closer takes the verb, agrees with the verb. Okay, so we're going to see an example on that. The examples are: number one, say neither the man nor the boy dash here now. The answer is B, is, because the boy is not a plural. So that's the subject clause. Neither Abu nor his parents, okay, dash the meeting now. Okay, the answer is B. Okay, are attending because of the parents S there. Then either Iket or you dash go to go. Okay, the answer is B, because you go goes with what? Then, in my opinion, neither the players nor the coach dash the praise. Okay, so you answer that one, let me know whether you understand what we are saying in this. I believe you understand. So the thing there is the subject closer, okay, has to agree with the verb. So that is it. The rule number 4. The noun and the pronoun that comes before the relative pronoun who, what, that determine the verb form that follows. That is, if the noun or pronoun is singular, the verb will also be what? Singular, and vice versa. So in this, we'll have the relative pronouns. Okay, so if the noun becomes singular or the pronoun becomes singular, definitely the verb will agree with it, will be singular, and if it is the other way around, vice versa. Okay, so that is, so we're going to look at example. The teacher ran from the boy who was smelling. The teacher ran from the boy who was smelling. So if you look at it, the boy is only one person. Okay, so and who, relative pronoun is used, so we have was, which is singular. The teacher ran from the boys who were smelling. This one now is the boys, having an S. Mr. Jeffat is one of the teachers who teach in my school. One of, okay, who teach in my school. Okay, so you see that the Jeffat is, okay, so Mr. Jeffat is the teacher who teaches in my school. Okay, more examples. The correct option in D, because the verb agrees with the pronoun you, okay, which will give you a convicted. So this goes to prove the fact that in answering questions like this, you assume the relative pronoun is not present. You omit to aid easy answering. So it is I who dash to blame, for the accident. So I goes with I am. So because of that, now it becomes it is I who I am to blame. Number 5. When the phrase or is one is used, it is usually followed by a plural noun or pronoun and a singular verb. Example: one of my teacher is coming. You can see one is coming. Okay. One of my sisters travels every time. One. Okay. So it's usually followed by a plural noun or pronoun and a singular verb. Okay. Sisters is plural, but it has a singular verb. Teachers is plural, but it has a singular verb. Okay, more examples. One of dash selective making of errors. Okay, the answer is the school, one of the schools of thought. Okay, suggest selective marking of errors. So you see that schools is plural, but one of its use agrees with what? Singular verb, which is suggests. Okay, so that is the answer to that. Then one of device dash in an interim capacity. One of the vice, okay, vice what? Presidents, because of the one of the, okay, which agrees with a singular verb and what? A plural now. Okay, so that is it. So the answer becomes presidents. When number 6, when adjective like rich, poor, helpless, blind, young, privileged, handicap, etc. are used in a sentence with definite article, okay, coming before them, they have the plural verb. For example, the rich deserves respect. The poor live in misery. The helpless dash our sympathy. So let me see if we can get that one. The rich deserve respect. So the adjective poor and helpless and so on and so forth is used in a sentence with a definite article coming before them. So they take the plural verb. Okay. Now, number 7. When the phrase a number of is used in a sentence, it is usually followed by a plural verb, while the phrase the number of is followed by a singular verb. Example, the number of students dash missed the opportunity to register. Okay, the number of students dash missed the opportunity to register. C. Okay, number of students have, a number of students have, student is plural, then have enters. Okay, missed what, the opportunity to register. The police claim that a number of stolen cars dash recovered. So the answer should be what? The number of stolen cars what? Have been recovered. That's plural. Okay, now number 8. The expression many, a, and is followed by a singular noun and a singular verb. Okay, singular noun and a singular verb. Many a candidate dash to realize the difference between written and spoken English. Many a candidate fails, singular, fails. Okay, many a man dash done with milk in dash tea these days. So many a man has done without milk in his tea these days. So you see the expression goes what we are saying. So it's followed by a singular noun and has also what? A singular verb. So you can look at it very well. See what I'm talking about? Singular noun and a singular verb. Okay, like this one that says many a candidate dash to realize the difference between written and spoken English. So that many a goes with singular, okay, which is what? Fails. So take note, many a, whenever you see it in a sentence, okay, you know how to write it. Okay, rule number 9. When the expression more than is used as a subject of a sentence, the verb to be used is determined by the noun that comes after it. If the noun that comes after more than is singular, the verb will be singular. And if it is plural, the verb will be plural too. For example, more than 2 players were given a red card. So the players has an S before where comes in. Okay, more than 1 person has paid the levy. So have person, not persons. Person. Okay, so you now have a plural has paid the levy. So that is it for that. Okay, so we're going to look at the rule number 10. Rule number 10 say each and every are followed by a singular noun and a singular verb. For example, each singer was given a prize. Every man loves woman. Okay, so however, in rule 10 says each and every are followed by a regular noun and a singular verb. For example, each singer was given a prize. Every man loves woman, so loves because of every. Okay, then however, each of and every one of it is followed by a plural noun and a singular verb. Example, each of the houses dash a new look. Okay, the answer is C. Each of the houses has a new look. Because of that, each shows that it's actually what goes with a singular verb. Okay, more examples are unfold. We are not surprised he was elected. Okay, every one of his constituents dash that he is reliable. Okay, so the answer is B. Knows. Each. Okay, every goes with what? That singular verb. Okay, note that when every or each comes before singular verb, that's joined by and. Okay, a singular verb will still be used. For example, every knife, fork, and spoon has to be counted. So each player and coach was rewarded. Each player and coach was rewarded. Okay, so you see that you actually go with that singular verb. So rule 11 says when a fraction or a percentage refers to a singular word, okay, it requires a singular verb. When it refers to a plural word, it requires a plural verb. Note that you will know that the percentage or fraction refers to a singular form, okay, when the noun that comes after the of is okay singular and vice versa. Okay, for example, 60% of the skilled workers dash yearly by the company. Okay, the answer is the are retained. Why is it are? You see that the word before the word close to the verb, okay, is in S. Okay, so you actually what go with the rule. Then three quarters of the people in the village that are killed, but only half of their huts affected. Okay, the answer is we are. Okay, we are killed, but only half of their huts we are also what we are affected. Okay, this is actually